I was actually able to do it. Sweet. Alright. Let me see. Frick. Sorry. I'm trying to also see, because I always forget if this goes and shares this directly to YouTube. I can never remember. Cancel. Cancel. Like, I always forget if I can share this to Facebook. That's fine. Okay.
Think this is funny? You know, I'm just not going to go there. If we keep doing that, that's, I mean...
There's something I got to tell you. I'm Chris Hansen, and I work for a show called Dateline NBC.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, as much as I don't even want anything to do with that, very well put together. I can at least give them that.
I wonder if I linked it to my account, because I can never remember when I do that stuff.
Let me give credit where credit is due. But fuck that. No, I ain't down with it. Fast and Furious 9, is that actually happening?
It's supposed to happen.
Happening. Tyrese? Oh, he's in it! With Dwayne Johnson, though. He's not in it. I thought Tyrese wasn't involved because of Dwayne Johnson and Tyrese situations.
Just like, you better hide that big ass forehead. I was just joking.
Tyrese kind of had a little, a little rough patch.
Just a little quick shout out to Tyrese, his new album. It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
What more do you want from me?
Shouldn't be called Black Rose, it should be called Big Piece of Black Dog Shit.
Alright, you're free to go.
What year is it again?
2020.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
You have to leave. Come on.
What are you gonna do, arrest me?
I have to beat my meat.
I've seen it. I've seen it. Yes. It's there. It's happening. Yo! Bro, who let this woman in my bathroom?
You good in there?
But it was definitely a scary sight.
I was just going to Taco Bell, and then I hear some gunshots, and I'm like, all right, I guess Taco Bell can wait.
Well, good for you. Yeah.
Let me try this real
I'm sorry, this is so funny to me.
Stop doing that shit, man.
I want to know what you look like without it, though.
Ah!
Nasty Cameron. Cameron. Nash.
Yo, bitch, why the fuck you look like Mr. Popo?
I learned some new stuff today. Fast and Furious got another movie coming out. Dwayne Johnson, however, is not in it.
Yeah, next
Go,
one.
Shrek. Yes, Shrek.
Stop doing that! He lets out of nowhere and it gets me!
These are functional. So we're going to use this system.
Of course.
3x
You
minus
love Zoom classes.
2y equals 1 and minus x plus y equals so now let's get around plus y equals
No! Yeah, you because that looks like something I would do.
y equals 1. So again, this
I still can't take it seriously.
That's like one of those. Oh, I just laughed. Ah! Oh my goodness, I couldn't help it.
plus y equals 1. So again, this is the system of linear equations.
So unfunny, like, oh my gosh. What'd you think? Yeah, exactly. He's asking where is the funny.
I'm waiting for that. Where is the video?
I'll tell you why I didn't laugh. Because I've seen that so many times, I got my laughter.
You see, that's one of those moments where it's like you have to be there for it to be really funny. I've seen this.
Oh, I've seen this. Oh my god, this is sad. Oh, I don't like sad stuff.
That's so sad.
Was he asking her? Girl.
Oh, that's so mean.
Wow. Jessica, that is not nice.
What? Was that you?
That's pretty funny.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
I was just trying to do a nice proposal.
Oh, that's mean.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah.
Feel so bad, sometimes you have to laugh.
Yeah. Out of embarrassment and pain.
Yeah, I felt for him. That's why I laughed. Shrek?
Kind of cute.
Go, Shrek. Yes, Shrek.
Okay, Shrek, get on.
TikTok and their memes.
Ooh. Spicy.
Hey, look at it.
Oh yeah, all right. Oh yeah.
Hey, that's you.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's you.
Sure.
Could have at least used Fiona. Shrek's been a common meme lately. Mr. Shrek is everywhere. You turn your head and he's there. Peaceful start to your day. Oh. You know, this is my life story in the kitchen. Oh, I made you laugh. I'm sorry. Okay.
Stop doing that. He laughs out of nowhere and it gets me.
Yeah, that will happen to frozen bananas. You don't have any liquid in it. It's like rocks. Geniuses.
Time they showed their lion Asha having fun with a smelly ball.
Huh?
Smelly ball, you ask? Well, keepers say the oldest and smelliest perfume seems to be the lion's favorite. Rich, you got any smelly balls for your cat?
That's such a humor.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I knew it. That got him. I felt it. That was.
Well, ask me later in the week after it gets hot enough.
Wow. Imagine.
That was live TV.
Rich, you got any smelly balls for your cat?
Yeah, Rich has got some smelly balls, I can tell.
I'm close. I'm not doing it. I'm not laughing.
Rich, you got any smelly balls for your cat?
No way. She phrased that. She phrased that really wonderfully.
I meant toys to play with.
So ask me later in the week after it gets hot and muggy.
Ew, that's nasty. Very
Yeah, what
awkward.
the heck?
You sure you want to be a newscaster?
I just laughed.
Ask me later in the week after it gets hot and muggy.
You okay?
I'm fine. Smelly, yeah, fine. Smelly ball, what did I laugh about?
Poor rabbit.
Oh, no! Oh, we love animals. Oh, no.
Oh, he flipped.
Oh, no. That's so sad.
Funny. It's funny. He's dead. He dies.
Wait, really?
No.
Slow-mo that? That's like, yeah, no, not funny. That's sad.
This is so funny. Yes. It's really doing the thing. I love it.
So something is going to happen then.
It's more of a JoJo thing than an Avatar thing.
He's chilling. I'm chilling too. Who's at home? How are you doing? How are you feeling?
So far good. Can you tell me about your chocolate on your face?
Oh God, it's a kid. Oh God, I'm gonna lose it.
I got ramen noodles on my face and I washed it.
Did you wash it with chocolate?
Yep.
Yep.
Did you wash it with chocolate?
Yep.
Looks like lipstick, actually. mean, kids do lipstick all the time, and it's still nothing.
Did you wash it with chocolate?
Yep.
She's cute.
That's cute.
And I washed it.
Did you wash it with chocolate?
Yep.
So cute. That was cute.
Babies are so funny.
You did that to me before, when you were younger. I told you not to have ice cream, and then you ate ice cream, and you told me you didn't have ice cream, but your mouth was full of chocolate ice cream.
It's a challenge done.
Good stuff.
Oh my gosh. Ah, that's basically her.
Okay, you know, the more research I do, the more that I realize just how messed up behind the scenes of Disney really is. People will go to terrifying lengths to bring happiness to themselves or their loved ones, and Disney employees know this all too well. What's happening, you guys? I'm Real Wonderland and Do Not Sing, and welcome back to another most amazing top 10 video. We're closing in on 7 million subscribers, which is absolutely insane. If you guys aren't already subscribed here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. That way, as soon as we make videos, you guys will be notified right away. And I know I'm not on this channel as often as you guys want. I've been seeing you guys' comments in videos and in social media. If you guys want more of me or to see what I've been up to, make sure you guys click right over here, Top 10 Central. It's our reaction channel. I've been filming a lot for that, and I'm trying to do my best to film as much as I can on this channel for you guys. Alright, so let's get right into this one. This is the top 10 scary things told by Disney employees, part 2. Okay, so starting us off, number 10 is a family who, like many others, decide to book a table at Cinderella's castle for dinner. However, unlike other dinners here, this one had a far from fairy tale ending. During the dinner, the husband announced that his wife of 15 years had been cheating on him. He took their kids and left her right there. And probably with the bill as well. Well, it serves her right, in my opinion. Our number 9 is an employee who witnessed something totally horrifying, and this person that they witnessed doesn't deserve of taking care of anything living. Well, this person who wanted to go on rides, they decided, you know what, I'm not gonna let things hold me back. I'm gonna put my objects and I'm gonna put my stuff in a locker so I don't have to worry about it, and I can go on rides, I don't have to worry about them. Well, apparently one of the things that this person put in a locker was their dog. First of all, I didn't know you can go to a theme park and take your dog. And secondly, how does this make common sense? How does this make sense at all? Putting a dog into a locker without any air, I mean, when you go back at the end of the day to pick up your dog because you were too busy ignoring your responsibilities, when you go pick up your dog, that dog, there's no way it's still alive. Absolutely horrible, and for a staff member to kind of witness that is insane. Taking the number 8 spot today is a grown-up who went to a park dressed as Snow White. And I mean, like, sure, okay, people do dress up as characters all the time at the parks. I mean, it's a thing. Well, except this person got super hammered and pretend like she was the official Snow White, and she started signing autographs, taking pictures, and wreaking havoc at the park. I don't think that I remember Tipsy being one of the 7 dwarfs. This is absolutely horrifying, especially if you're a child and that is your, like, hero, and they're stammering and stumbling and falling over. It's definitely a sight not to see. Coming in number 7 is something that, believe it or not, is a regular occurrence. More than a few times, staff have had to stop people from entering the park because they were caught bringing in human ashes inside of the gates with the intention of spreading them somewhere at the park. They just wanted their loved ones to rest forever at the happiest place on earth, which in theory is sweet, but
it's sweet, but in a way it's actually a lie because it's honestly the shit that's been told about Disney recently. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not my personal opinion. It's just what I've been hearing recently. But I would love to go there again. It's just all the creepy things I've been hearing lately. It's too much. Sorry, my eyeball's itching. Alright.
rides or in the water or on the sidewalk. Spreading human remains at an amusement park, I mean, this isn't something recommended. It's something you shouldn't do. Besides, apparently, they just...
I kind of, I guess, in a way, fucked up my makeup today, so I overdid my eyeliner to, like, I guess, it's, like, technically normal cat eyes, but, like, a little bit more, like, I guess, gothic look, I guess, kind of, not really. Just because the liner went up higher on my eyelid itself.
Just end up getting vacuumed up by staff, so what's the point of sprinkling them on a ride that just gets cleaned up anyways, or sprinkle it on a sidewalk that just gets swept up at the end of the day. Alright, moving right along, number 6. This guest had a super creative, illegal, and dangerous way of expressing their anger to an employee. I don't know what this disagreement was about, but this guest decided that the best way to get their point across was to throw their infant child just at an employee. Imagine getting into an argument, you're getting heated up, and you have your baby in one arm, and you get so upset, you just take your baby and you assault the person with it. I mean, they're your baby. This is your prized possession. You gotta keep them safe. What are you doing losing your freaking mind? You're an adult. You don't take your baby and assault another adult with it. I mean, poor baby. I wonder what happened. I bet you the cops were called. Maybe Trill and Jade was involved in the situation because this seems like this might have happened. You know, this wasn't the first time. Alright, halfway there, and at number 5 is the peak of stupidity. No offense, but apparently multiple guests have asked employees to turn on the AC outside because they thought that all of Disney World was legitimately under a glass dome. Like, this is like the Truman Show. Like, can you turn on the AC and point it outside, please? Because it's pretty hot out here. I mean, it's 35 degrees. Let's make it down. Let's bring it down to 20. Let's bring it down to 2 knots. We're sweating out here. I'm not sure if that's how it works. I don't know if putting AC outside would work. Unless, you know what if the world turned on AC outside in the summertime? Would that, like, cool the earth? I'm down to try it. I'm down to waste a few grand in hydro bills. Alright, moving on. Number 4, an employee checking over the Space Mountain ride. Well, they found more than they expected. They found an entire glass eye in one of the rockets. As for the person who lost it, I'm not sure how they didn't realize, but then again, if you have a glass eye and it just falls out, I guess the person didn't feel it. What if they're on the ride, they're going so fast and there's so much wind? It popped out and they thought maybe it was just a gust of wind. You can't really see your eye in your eye unless you're passing by a mirror. So I guess maybe I can see how they lost their glass eye. But imagine someone like picking that up. I don't know if, I guess there wouldn't be like blood on it or anything like that, but it's a real glass eye. It would for sure freak me out, and at least it wasn't a real eye. Coming in number 3 is someone else who lost an assistive device. During a ride at the Animal Kingdom, an object was seen flying past customers. Nobody had any idea what it was until after the ride, one of the customers approached an employee and explained that somehow, okay, get this, their prosthetic leg had fallen off during a ride. I mean, okay, maybe an eye can come out. It's just maybe an arm can fall off, but your leg is in the ride, in the seat, like it's on the floor. How does that come out? Unless it's one of those rides where you're sitting and your legs are dangling and it just pops out. Kind of sucks for the person that lost their prosthetic leg, because now they are having an even more tougher time getting around. I hope they found it, and I hope it's okay, because those things sound like it can be very expensive.
It is.
Nearing the end on this list, number 2 is actually a pretty sad story. One day back in 1973, 2 brothers snuck out and hid on Tom Sawyer's Island after the park had closed. I don't know if people are doing this as like challenges, but you hear about these stories about people staying in theme parks after they close. I mean, it wouldn't be the hardest thing to do. Well, when they tried to swim back, one of the brothers wasn't able to make it, and he ended up drowning. And I mean, it's after hours, everything's closed, there's no one there to save them, no one to hear them scream. His body was found actually the next morning when staff members were getting the park ready to open up. Imagine being an employee, you're like 17 years old or 18 years old, you're opening up a ride and you see like potentially a person floating in the water. I definitely wouldn't approach it. I'd call the authorities or managers to like get that situation situated. Absolutely terrifying, and I would leave me with so many questions. And finishing off today's list, and at number 1, we have, well, if you've ever noticed, that the characters always have an escort to walk with them, you know, throughout the park. Well, this story is why. Like, you know how you see like Snow White going by and you see like 4 security guards, you see like 4 people around him just to make sure this person's safe? Well, one guest got into a fight with his buddy because he didn't believe that they were people inside of the suits. Like, you must have been so drunk or so drugged up that you thought, like, oh wait, is there someone inside of that suit, or is that a real character? Well, he thought Goofy was actually a giant dog in a hat, and to prove his point, he stabbed Goofy. Goofy was stabbed. I have no defense for this guy. It's complete and utter stupidity at its pinnacle point. Either he knew he was stabbing a person, or he thought he was stabbing a dog. So either way, both situations, not favorable for yourself in society. I'm pretty sure you deserve to be locked up in 4 confined walls at that point, and just spend at least 25 years to think about what you've just done. I mean, you actually thought you were stabbing a dog, like a giant dog in a suit. Makes absolutely no sense. Well, because of that story, and probably because of many other stories that are of violence towards these employees, well, that's the reason why there is security there having to protect them. Well, there you guys have it. That was the top 10 scary things told by Disney employees, part 2. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Our number...
I was in the 3rd grade. People treated me like a criminal because I killed somebody.
Hey man, am I driving okay?
David, you got it, buddy.
My 2 kitty cats, my friend. Oh! Snake just hit me in my...
Tarzan!
I think we have a problem.
Wakey, 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 it's time for school. Come on. Wake up, it's time for school. Come on, man. Are you ready for school?
Can you say hi? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
What'd you do? I didn't see what you did.
Oh my.
Oh, I think she hit the cat's head on the doorknob. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Did hers get her cast off? Oh, why'd you do that? Oh. What?
No. No. No.
I made you into a burrito. Oh really? You don't even like burritos?
The frick?
You sound like a dog.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses. You right to jail.
Did you enjoy your bath?
What?
You look so handsome now. Okay, you do Halloween.
This cat is so cute.
Travie Catty.
Straight up. Okay. Okay.
There's no milk in there, I promise you. Please stop.
Do you want to brush?
Apparently, if you give a cat an egg, they protect it because it's fragile.
Our new kitten is a terrorist.
Your bed is here, and there's no need for you to be in there. What are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. What? That's a 2.
Wakey, 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 it's time for school. Come on. Wake up, it's time for school. Come on, man.
Why won't he let go? Because he got it.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses. You right to jail.
Wrigley. Give me. That is 2 times this week you've gotten into the pantry and grabbed the Oreos. Come on.
Thor, which one do you want? Oh. Thor.
Just move him closer to him.
Which one would you like? That one? Purple it is.
The cat is meowing. And there's this.
It looks like my cat kinda, but
Where is it? Where is it?
But looks like my cat but older.
Oh my god.
Where is it?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's still alive. Save it.
Oh my god.
How do you not know what you're looking for?
Look at his own. You said look. So I'm looking. What am I looking for? That's
Sure.
not funny. What am I looking for? I still don't see it. Am I supposed to look down or up? It's not fucking funny. Stop recording me because I don't know. What am I looking for?
Seriously?
Look.
You got a fucking kid?
You can't even see it. It's so sad. Oh no.
Perfect. Here we go.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 places that have barely been explored.
But for the traveler, its great glory lies in the stark beauty of its dunes. This frozen waterfall sums up Kamchatka, a place of temperate summers and Arctic winters.
It's a lake that has been separated from the atmosphere and life on Earth for millions of years, going its own way, and we want to know what's down there.
For this list, we're looking at areas where few explorers have yet ventured, and which could still hold secrets unknown to the world. If there are any locations we failed to spot ourselves, be sure to let us know in the comments. Number 10. Yucatan Cenotes, Mexico. A cenote is a natural sinkhole or pit that reaches groundwater beneath it. They're especially common on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. Most resemble circular cave ponds, but many are more extensive, being connected to larger cave systems. There are an estimated 6,000 cenotes in the Yucatan Peninsula, but less than half have been fully explored, as collapsing rocks are common due to the way they form. Many require scuba gear to navigate in their entirety. Unfortunately, this has led to frequent deaths while exploring them, so fully documenting them is difficult and extremely hazardous. Number 9. The Hub al-Khali, Arabian Peninsula.
Perfect. Here we go.
The Hub al-Khali, or Empty Quarter, is one of the world's biggest sand deserts, and is a part of the larger Arabian Desert.
The Empty Quarter is an area of active sand dunes in the south of the Arabian Peninsula, situated between the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Sultanate of Oman.
Despite its name, it actually takes up around a third of the desert's total area and is incredibly inhospitable, with extreme temperatures that reach as high as 124 degrees Fahrenheit.
Jeez.
While it is partially inhabited, large sections of the desert remain unexplored due to how difficult the shifting terrain and environments are to explore. Although several recent crossings have been documented, it's unlikely that the Hub al-Khali will be exhaustively explored anytime soon.
And yet, before we get to the end, before we get across this desert, we've still got to cross hundreds and hundreds more miles of this endless flat gravel plain, and it's just mentally so hard to do.
Number 8. Northern Patagonia, Chile.
Vast and variable, the remote landscapes of southern Chile are spellbinding. It's one of the wildest places on the planet. Chilean Patagonia.
Patagonia is a sparsely populated region of South America that includes territory in Chile and Argentina. Its northern portion in Chile is especially wild and largely untouched by human activity. With a diverse terrain that includes rainforests, lava fields, and glaciers, northern Patagonia is all over the place geographically speaking, which can make exploring it a challenge.
With more than half of this gigantic region declared a protected wilderness area, you'll find untouched nature everywhere you go.
The northern Patagonian ice field is among the largest masses of ice outside of the poles. Though the area is increasingly attracting adventure-minded travelers looking to escape, it is still far off the beaten path.
I think that's an important thing to note, is that we've been asking ourselves why we're here. What am I doing here? I don't need to explain that, because this is enough.
Number 7. The Kamchatka Peninsula, Russia. Siberia in general is considered pretty inhospitable by most standards, and as such, is not heavily populated. While the climate in the Republic of Sakha is particularly extreme, we're going with the even more remote Kamchatka Peninsula. The region is comparable in length to California, but the Golden State's envious weather is notably missing. The temperatures are frigid.
This frozen waterfall sums up Kamchatka, a place of temperate summers.
Yeah, I can skip it.
It's live television. What could possibly go wrong? Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 SNL sketches that went wrong. For this list, we're looking at mistakes, unplanned moments, and character breaks, among other times where a sketch didn't quite go to plan. However, we will only be including skits, so you won't find
I ended up
Ashley
making another
Simpson's
cup of
lip-syncing
coffee,
gap on our
actually.
list.
I've only had one cup, like maybe a half cup of coffee today. I might get a second one.
We will also be excluding any sketches that were cut for time, like Gus Chiggin's Old Prospector.
Gus, for the last time. Oh, cinnamon and gravy.
Number 20. Adam Driver's bird mishap, Career Day. The bird incident guaranteed this sketch immortality, But it was pretty amazing even before that point. Driver plays a curmudgeonly oil baron attending career day at his son's high school.
Greetings, children. I'm Mordecai's father. Hello, boy. How are you? Look at your father, boy.
He ruthlessly attacks his son for his lack of strength, berating him in front of the entire class.
Point to the weakest in your class, and we shall ruin their spirit as I ruined the spirit of H.R. Pickens so long ago.
While we could point to Pete Davidson breaking character, and honestly, who could blame him, things truly go off the rails when Driver produces a fake bird from a burlap sack and smashes it into the ground. He then slams his cane into the bird by accident, skewering it with a fury typically reserved for a bloody historical drama. We've said it before, and we will say it again. Abraham H. Parnassus deserves his own film.
I crushed you into the ground, and now your bones turn to oil beneath my living feet.
Number 19. The Hungry Dog. Massive Head Wound Harry. If you're squeamish, you might want to look away now. Among Dana Carvey's countless memorable characters during his SNL tenure was Massive Head Wound Harry.
Hey, great party!
While we don't learn the gory details behind the injury, it's bad enough that part of his brain is hanging out. The other partygoers are disgusted by the wound except one, a dog. As the dog feasts on the wound, Carvey has to keep one hand on the headpiece to keep it from coming off entirely. Eventually, the dog manages to tear off some of the wig, and we don't know whether to laugh or hurl, or both. Number 18. 80 Bryant's bungled costume change. Inside the Beltway.
Good morning and welcome to Inside the Beltway, where we look at what's happening up in Washington.
When done correctly, a costume change can be a useful tool in a live broadcast, transporting characters across time and space by swapping out one or more articles of clothing. However, when done poorly, it can lead to embarrassment, character breaks, and Saturday Night Live infamy. Such is the case during this season 45 sketch featuring 80 Bryant, Cecily Strong, Kenan Thompson, and host Woody Harrelson.
I mean, remember what happened 5 months ago? Let's take a look.
The plan was to have the cast switch clothing between clips to give the impression of a news flashback, but an overzealous aide comes on stage and attempts to take 80 Bryant's coat while the cameras are still rolling.
He gonna win.
The flub is obvious to viewers as well as the studio audience, and it causes all 4 actors to break character.
Wow, Mr. Maddox, I'll admit that you were onto something back then.
Number 17. Uncooperative Dogs. Dog Court. Actor and comedian W.C. Fields once said, "Never work with animals or children," possibly because both are unpredictable.
Don't take justice into your own hands. Take them to dog court. With me, Judge Connie Schomburg.
Well, considering our earlier entry and this current one, we doubt the writers at SNL had ever heard this quote before. How else can you explain their decision to use multiple dogs in the 2019 sketch Dog Court? Things actually get off to a pretty good start, despite the number of dogs present. However, things quickly go off the rails when Cecily Strong attempts to deliver a verdict while holding a pug.
Well, let me tell you something. It's a place for fun and tolerance, okay? I should be so lucky.
The pooch thrashes around violently in her arms, knocking around her glasses and generally being an adorable nuisance. The lesson? Dogs and live TV don't mix.
Okay, you two. Tell me what's what. Make it snappy.
Number 16. An almost perfect escape. Whiskers are we. Here's yet another occasion where the animals steal the spotlight. Kate McKinnon is joined by Tiffany Haddish for this iteration of a recurring, or is that repurring sketch, which features rescued cats up for adoption.
And this is Claudia.
Haddish acts fast when their feline friends try to jump out of their box, even delivering an impromptu joke that makes McKinnon momentarily break character. Hilariously, for the duration of this sketch, they have to keep one eye on the cue cards and another on the box thanks to the exceptionally restless cats. One cat gives his human co-stars quite a fright, causing them both to break, while Haddish demonstrates her own cat-like reflexes.
You won't have to worry about shedding with Toby.
He shaved everything off for a gay circuit party.
Number 15. Brower's wires get crossed. Weekend Update. Bennett Brower. Chris Farley's Bennett Brower was a staple character on Weekend Update in the 90s.
I don't understand what's going on in the news. I'm not likable.
He was usually invited to provide commentary for the comedy news show, but instead he'd go on a self-deprecating tirade, with an abundance of air quotes.
He'd rather get his 2 cents from commentators who don't make babies cry.
In this episode, he's meant to lift off and fly mid-rant, but the wires got caught on the lights and he barely makes it off the ground.
Look at Kevin! But I'm doing something!
As Update host Kevin Nealon and a stagehand try to help, Farley takes it all in stride. However, rumor has it that his landing wasn't so smooth sailing either, making this one of SNL's most iconic bloopers. Number 14. Larry David can't stop laughing. New wife. You know those moments where something makes you laugh and you just can't stop?
The gay world isn't just one thing. It's a complex tapestry of cultures. You know, like South America.
In this sketch that supposedly spoofed Real Housewives star Erica Jane, Larry David plays a lawyer who throws a party to introduce his colleagues to his new wife.
Get out! Just get the hell out! I want you off the property now! Get out! You're fired! Get out!
It seems that this sketch was a tad too outlandish for the comedian, as he eventually reached a breaking point and simply could not recover.
We want to be at power bottoms for her! You know, 3:30 a.m. performance.
It was an unexpected surprise for fans who are more used to his dry comedic delivery, but it is a memorable moment all the same. We honestly don't know how the rest of the cast didn't break with him.
Because the club is overrun with thirsty people.
Number 13. Unsuppressed Smiles. The Californians. Stewart has cancer.
So you're gonna take Canyon View Drive over to San Vicente, and then make a left and go 405 north. From there, just get off Mulholland.
Totally like that.
The Californians is one of the most popular recurring segments in recent Saturday Night Live history, thanks in part to its continuously star-studded roster and the countless character breaks it's caused.
Stuart, why do you come so early?
I skipped Wilshire and took Beverly over to Santa Monica and took that all the way up.
Hey, Stuart, yeah, I just came over to fix the speakers, the outside speakers on the patio. I think they sound pretty good.
Few would argue that the first iteration of the sketch was the funniest, and those same people would likely agree that it was also the most out of control. Kristen Wiig and Fred Armisen can barely make it through a sentence in their ridiculous Californian accents, stifling laughter at every turn. However, the worst offender is Bill Hader, who all but gives up on staying in character the moment Fred Armisen opens his mouth. We believe you can safely file this one away in the so bad it's good category.
Get on the chin and get out of here!
Number 12. Candice Bergen's Stupid Mistakes. The Right to Extreme Stupidity League. This moment could not have worked out better if it had actually been scripted. It didn't take much to make Candice Bergen break after her minor mistake, but the irony of her flub was not lost on anyone.
You're not too bright, are you, Fern? I mean, whatever your name was.
In fact, it pretty much fuels Gilda Radner's legendary quick wit, as she inserts her own quips that just make Bergen and the audience, of course, laugh even harder.
You know, we all can't be brainy like Fern here.
Sure, the original plan for the sketch might have gone out the window, but we think we can all agree that it could not have beat this impromptu updated version anyway.
And I should know, and so should Fern, because we are extremely stupid people.
Number 11. Sean Hayes and Jimmy Fallon break character. Jeffries. Jimmy Fallon is quite famous, or make that infamous.
I think I'm going to switch over to Twitch now so I can play music in the background. So, you know, it's a short stream for almost an hour. I'm going to switch over to my Twitch account. So if anyone wants to join me on Twitch, it's going to be on Cheshire Cat ME. I believe it's in, what do you call it? I believe it's the save name that I have on here. Oh, it's similar to it, but it's the longer version. But, I'll see you guys soon, hopefully.